That's all right.
Oh man, it's Thursday morning.
It is. It is.
There we go. I killed a big bottle of wine last night.
I don't know. This seems to be the week for that.
Yes, it is.
Lola has sworn off taking those shots again this week.
Well, she only took like 37 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she has me on this weekend.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because she was doing a drink. When I was younger, there was a drink we used to have called liquid cocaine. It's a mixture of things. It's Jägermeister, peppermint schnapps, and cinnamon schnapps.
Oh, that's gonna stick.
And it did. Yeah, and so Lola got to 9 of them. Well, she got to 10 of them the week before. Well, sure, she did 9. She threw up. This is the 10th. And the thing about BrEaKfAsT shots is that when any campaign they're featuring gets a pledge or a backing, she takes a shot. Her and the other host. Well, so she got to 9. She threw up. And she took the 10th. That was the first week she had that shot. Last week she had the same shots, and she got up to 13. So she's building resistance. That's the good news.
Oh my goodness! No, her liver is giving up. That's what that means.
Come on in, everybody. Have a seat. Hit that like button.
Yeah, she's like, I'm not doing that this week. I'll do something else. Like, okay, all right, You want to chicken out
something, something a little bit milder, like tequila and Vicodin, something, something mild.
Yeah, she'll be fine. She'll be fine. And funny thing is, like, me and Lola, like, we do not drink, and even though I got a company called Last Call Comics, you would think that we're like big time drinkers, and we're not. So. Like, this is the most she's ever drank, since we've been, since I've known her. So it's rare to see her. I'm telling you, last week, getting her from out of the chair to like any form of safety was like, are you okay? Are you gonna be cool? Okay, here you go. Yeah, she needed her keys taken. She didn't drive, but still, she
keys to the house.
Yeah. Keys to the house. Yeah,
she was gonna run. Yeah. Hey, everybody, come on in. Chat's open. Bogdan, digital art.
Hey, Bogdan.
Hey.
Bogdan. Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. Is this my last show for today? I think it is. Let me see.
It's your last show for the day. You had more planned, or you did a show before this? What's going on?
No, like, I'm so used to having like 2 or 3 shows in a day to do. Like, someone else's show I have to go on, and this is exciting. Lola has another show tomorrow, and then
Mike Jimmy is in the house. Good morning, Mike. He said he just walked out of a nap.
He was on last night.
He was on late last night. Yeah. Laughing with the rest of us.
Yeah, he was on Geekgasm, and he was
Now it's 3 p.m. where he is.
Oh my God, it's 6 a.m. and I feel like I'm dying.
What's the temp there right now?
Right now it is.
Oh, it's a breezy 125.
81 actually.
Oh, okay. There
81.
you go.
I seen something the other day.
A little chilly this morning over there.
It is a little chilly this morning.
Yeah, I seen something that said it was 115 a couple days ago there, and the first person I thought about was you. I said, "Oh, that poor woman."
Oh no! Fuck that. It was. They said it was 115. It was closer to 120, but it was supposed to be hotter. But the fires around the valley have created so much smoke that it's blocking out some of the sun. It's cooler because of the fucking fire.
Oh, great!
Keeping the temperature down. Yeah.
They got me on this fire to bring this temperature down. It's just so hot. But we had rain yesterday, so we've got a couple of days of it. Like being a little milder.
Mike says, if you want to hear Sleep Drunk Mike, this is the time. We might save you a little bit of embarrassment, Mike, Jimmy, and have you in the chat this morning. Tycho, professor says longest coffee pour ever.
Yeah. Oh no, that was a longer one.
Oh no, we've done. Yeah, this is 5 minutes. This is nothing.
Yeah.
Right though, it gives me time to like share it out everywhere.
Yeah.
Nita says
And
good
like
morning.
let my face like puff up again because I slept all night and I look like shit.
Morning Volters says Creators Outlet. Good morning.
Good morning.
The Ninja Genko. Fuck that. Nice sounds like Kara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Mike says, nah, I got coffee. We all have coffee.
All right. I guess we should run the intro then.
We'll run the intro.
Here we go.
I got it. You got it?
You got it.
I got it.
How dare you?
Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Hello, everyone. It's Thursday morning. That coffee is still pouring. There we go.
It's done.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
I just had to scroll up to it.
No problem.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Thursday morning here. 9:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All over the country is different times. I used to have my tablet here that gave me different times from different coasts, but it unplugged it and took it down. But I'll put it back up so I'll be able to tell you what time it is where you are.
Gonna have to get a row of clocks so you look important.
Yeah.
Hang it up there.
Hello, everybody. My name is Varian Grant. I'm the founder of IndieVolt Media, LLC. Started making comics back in 2008. I am known by many names. The Fallen, Beelzebub, Varian. Mama, there goes that man again. News at 11. And
we all know him as Big Bongo.
Big Bongo, which came in there. No more the kid, I guess.
Or your child's favorite artist.
Yeah, your child's favorite artist. Yeah. Your child's favorite artist, your spouse's favorite internet celebrity. That's me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Breakfast Buzz. I'm joined, as always, by Randy Zimmerman. Hey, Randy.
Hey there. Hey, everybody. I am Randy Zimmerman. I've been a longtime alternative and independent creator, producer, publisher, everything I've done just about everything you can imagine in this direct market for many, 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 many years, quite a few decades. And really happy to be here on the IndieVolt Radio Network. Right now, I am working very hard on resurrecting Arrow Comics, which is a comic title or a comic company that has been out off and on since the mid-'80s. So if you don't know about Arrow Comics, you can jump back a few episodes on Sunday Funnies, where we talk about Arrow Comics history with their founders, Ralph and Stu. But right now, I'm prepping products for the retailer market here, beginning up in August. Looking forward to that. And those will be distributed exclusively through Liberty Distribution, ledg.us. So if you're a retailer out there, you're going to want to sign up and start watching, because we don't solicit for any book until after it's printed and it's ready to sit on your shelves and get into your customers' bags. So, which didn't sound right.
Yeah.
But yeah, also joining us this morning is our co-host, Daphne Lage.
Hello, everybody. And speaking of Arrow Comics, I'm currently working on a 8-page short that's going to be appearing in the IndieVolt Revolt direct market version in October. So keep an eye out for that too. So my name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. I have been self-publishing comics since 1992 because I don't know any better, and I am known for the funny animal fantasy adventure Tall Tales, which in Volume 2 is on the docket, and I'm going to be making an announcement soon as to when Volume 2 is going to be available on Kickstarter in the next month or so. And I'm also known for my medieval fantasy soap opera, Eagle Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, which I am hopefully getting my books from the printer, hopefully by Monday at the latest, so I can get everyone's rewards out. Thank you for supporting that. You can read both my comics online at talltalesonline.com, TILS, and egoworks.com, EGOWORKS. And you can check out all my videos on how I make my comics on YouTube at Daphne Lage, Lage Art.
Sweet. Also joining us today is Daniel Parker. Daniel.
Hey, everybody. Glad to be here on the show. Obviously, my first time here. I'm the writer and creator of Angels Awakening, which is currently being funded on Indiegogo. I'm also the founder of my own comic book company called Centennial Comics. So,
And Miss Cara.
Well, that's me. Good morning. It is the butt crack of dawn here out in sunny Arizona, and you can actually see my giant sunshine out there on my back wall. I am the co-creator and co-writer and colorist for Fire Bitch, the comic, and I currently have a new Kickstarter out. It is called 52 Card Pinup, and it is a poker deck and pinup book set. And yeah, I do a lot of stuff. I do colors, and I'm a writer, and I'm a cosplayer, and I've been on a few times, and that's all I gotta say.
And all around cool lady.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Somebody appreciates me.
Yeah, we've Randy, we've got people listening to Indigo Radio right now. We cracked this, fired it on up, so we are up to 52,112.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Listening to Indigo Radio. Thank you guys. Now
we're just getting started, though. That number will definitely go up through the and anybody out there in Radio Land, make sure you tell your friends about Indie Volt Radio as well. So we have a goal of getting over 100,000 listeners here any time now, and Varian will know that when they charge him for extra broadband.
Now we aren't. Now I am working on simulcasting to America right now because for some reason there's always a delay, but I'm working on that, and I think I'm gonna have to strip a lot of stuff out and put it back in, but I'll get that done. So it'll be possible in the next coming weeks. I'm gonna have to get in there and take a day off or so and just work on nothing but it to do that. But yeah. It's just. The way I set it up before, I didn't set it up correctly.
Well, with the way we've gained our audience over the last year, I think that's kind of important. We have to be ready for a larger number here.
Yeah. So what?
Just going to keep growing.
What we've I guess the big news is for a lot of us is that cons are coming back now. If you guys don't, if you got a lot of cons coming back, people are feeling a lot safer about going out. And I was talking to a friend of mine who owns a comic book shop, and he told me, he says, I've been really excited. I'm able to open my store full time again. The mask mandates are dropping. He's here in Michigan. But he told me, he says the one problem that he's having and that other stores that he's talked to that they're having is people are now beginning to feel that economic crunch.
Yep.
That they just came out of. So now, like a lot of those financial cushions are gone. So
the landlords are happier. They can pass through those eviction notice. The utilities are happier. They're shutting people off. Making crazy threats. It's insane.
Yeah,
it could be worse though. We could be in Australia. We really feel for our Australian brothers right now because
is everything on fire again?
No, they are under completely wackadoo restrictions from state to state. There are some New South Wales apparently won't even let you enter.
I thought they had all that under control. Weren't they bragging that it's like they had zero?
No, that's New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
Whole different country. Whole different island. They've been going crazy. Their governments have been yo-yoing restrictions worse than here in Michigan.
Well, now
and we really feel for them, folks, because
I don't see international travel coming back fully for another 2 years at the rate this is going. Honestly,
and even then, they're going to have to agree on how to get a vaccination card or symbol or armband or who knows what, so that everybody that flies has to pass the test. Anyway,
well, now
depending upon the country,
I've been concerned about the cons because now it's okay. Well, we can do cons again, but now are the fans? Not only are they going to come back, but the other thing is, are people going to want to come spend money now?
Yeah.
I just got back from Steel City, so I just did a convention, and stores had the wear a mask, blah blah blah. Restaurants did too, but really nobody was. There were a few people at the convention in masks of their own choice, but this was so interesting. This was Pittsburgh, and they were almost like pre-COVID. They were like pre-kill the Green Power Ranger pre-COVID. Like there were no weapons checks. They were selling weapons on the floor. Some guy literally busts out with a butterfly knife like right in front of me. I'm like, bro, you're gonna stab somebody. They got a booth selling moonshine.
Wow, they just went wild at that show.
Yeah, I guess they did.
And, you know, there was it was that's just the way it was. Like I said, there were a few people in masks, but for the most part, you know, you didn't have to. There was no social distancing. People were right up each other's butt like they were before. And yeah, it was really weird to kind of be back in that space. Like, wait, what's going on here? Are we cool? Like, am I touching people? Are we, the celebrities, depending on who they were, some were hugging, some were just fist bumping. But it really depends on where you are. Like out here where I'm at, people were very angry about the shutdown and the masks, and a lot of people just didn't do it. There's areas of my state where people are just not doing it and did not do it even during the mandate. We never had a state mask mandate. The governor was like, hey, I would like for you at the beginning, just don't go anywhere for a couple of weeks, stay home, and if you do, wear a mask. And then when nobody wanted to listen to him, he's like, look, I did not make a law. I did not make a mandate. All I did was ask you to sit at home and watch Netflix. And he kind of got like kind of huffy about it. Like, seriously, bro, I'm trying not to make you do this. I don't want to take your rights away. I'm asking you to just be chill, stay at home, sit on your ass for a couple of weeks. I'm giving you a vacation, all right? And people are like, my rights. And
it's you know, like you want Michigan? I can give you Michigan.
Yeah, and he never did. We had county mandates, we had some city mandates, but everything just opened. Now, this being said, the international travel is interesting. I think it's going to come down to flying because technically our border is not open for unessential travel. Right. Well, then how come I can drive to Mexico and I can drive back?
Yeah, because driving is considered something different because I guess like driving, it's your own compartment, whereas with an airline, you're sharing the space with people. So whatever you do in your car, you can live like a homeless person in your car and that's your business.
You have to get out of your car.
Yeah.
You know, like,
but you're outside.
Get out and get spread by disease.
Yeah, it's like, look, not for nothing. I am way over the mask stuff too. So I am looking forward to our next convention in August. And I am kind of bugging out trying to prepare for it. I'm trying not to like be over enthusiastic about going back. Like I designed 2 banners, I got buttons, I got, you know, like I got all this merch I want to make. And yeah, I'm just like really, really looking forward to our next convention, which is, I haven't felt like this before. You know, it took lockdown for me to appreciate what I was missing.
Yeah. I mean, we going back to cons are gonna be different. I'm worried though that some fans.
But hold on. But now I remember my train of thought. The whole thing about whether people are going to be spending money or not, because the strangest thing about it is that, especially with these last couple of Kickstarters I did and watching how other people's Kickstarters are performing. Especially recently, I was just having the opposite idea. It's like I go, wow, it's like, are people like just bugging out and just like trying to make up for a year and a half of not spending money? Because it just seems like people are just throwing money everywhere on the campaigns. True. Yeah.
Well, they're looking for quality. It's what they're doing. Yeah. So it only takes what they said 2 weeks to break a habit.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of these comic fans are realizing they really didn't need those mainstream comics that much after all.
Exactly.
So maybe they need to find entertaining comics someplace else. So they're looking at crowdfunding. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So whether that converts to conventions is different because it's really a different crowd. Yeah. Because the whole discussion about, Disney trademarking words that they shouldn't be trademarking, it kind of
wait, what?
Oh, the whole kerfuffle is Disney is supposedly trying to trademark the Norse gods because of the Loki television series.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, so I mean, they so far from what I've read, they haven't really gone after anybody actually selling products based on the actual Norse gods. So far, everybody.
Oh no! They're one of the T-shirt companies refused a shirt that had low key on it. LOWKEY.
Yeah, that was Redbubble. Right, that was Redbubble. And what happened was that even the person who made the shirt admitted that he took the idea from the Marvel comic.
Okay. And
he had Marvel in his tags. So technically he was treating it like fan art when he could have gotten away with it, but so it made me think about the type of people who actually don't know anything about anything outside of a TV show or outside of the Marvel movies. I mean, they don't even know about the comics
or mythology.
Yeah, exactly. Really, like I'm like looking at people reacting to this. I think, do you guys know how to read a Wikipedia page? I mean, it's like even at its basic. And even in the past 15 years, I've noticed a huge demographic shift at conventions where the average person who came to a convention, they used to know about comics. They used to know the artists. They used to know what they were looking for. And now it's like people, it's like, oh, what's this? Like they don't even they barely even know where they are. Like they're treating it like they're treating a convention like a giant Spencer's or something. It's like, oh, this is just another store in the mall, except it's in a convention hall. And it's like they don't know what they're looking at. And they look at our stuff and they're like, what is this? I don't recognize it.
Well, that was part of the joy. I used to throw conventions. I'm not this year or last year, but I was throwing conventions in farmers markets. And that was part of the joy, was having people walk by with that expression on their face of what the fuck. As cosplayers were walking around the market, and we had Star Wars droids running through the marketplace and everything. And people that would come to the market just because it was a Saturday, sitting there looking around going, what's going on? Is this a costume party? No, it's a comic convention.
I want to read this to you from Indie Volt Radio.
Okay.
And this one came from Charles.
Charles.
We're the future Charles, not them. Sorry. It's my Ian McKellen impression, everyone. So this from Charles is you said something a few weeks ago about no more superstar artists or creators in comics. What I was saying is that Marvel needs to have made several strides to make sure there'll never be a situation.
Marvel, DC, And what's ironic, and they did it with the help of the people that were the superstars. That's the ironic thing about it.
They made sure there'll never be a time where you can get a superstar artist who's bigger than the company. They made sure of that. He says, I don't think that's true now that I've had a few days to think about it. I think indie comics will be the new birthplace of superstar creators. Some indie comics have the anticipation factor of a cinematic movie. Yeah. They are advertised, if not a year before its intended release. Fans put down their funds for the experience way before it's intended to be in their hands. If you ask me, indie comics are cinema. The mainstream has become the serialized, cheap, episodic TV junk. Yeah, I mean, when you think about it, when you think about the production value, I mean, we just had it's in here, it's in because I'm gonna back it. And when you look at what book is it? Airlift. The way that book comes in the packaging and the box and the way that
Sovereign Wolf.
Yeah, we just had him on.
Yeah,
we just had him on Tuesday. I had no idea that book existed until he come on the air, and it's like, whoa. Look at this.
Sovereign Wolf with the packaging. You think about that, and then you go to the comic book store, and you look and you're like,
what is this?
I don't think Charles
$5.95, and I don't even get a postcard.
Charles makes some great points, but I don't think he goes far enough. Those mainstream books right now are coming across as bad, like Jerry Springer reality programming. I mean, like the bottom basement of television.
Yeah.
Because of the lack of quality that they're displaying.
And it's like, and it's kind of like comics by Tumblr. Like they're kind of like gauging what to put in their comics depending on what kind of reaction they're going to get online. And it's like, that's not how you do a book.
Yeah. I think that the superstar creators are going to be there. What are you going to say, Daniel? I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that with crowdfunding, I would agree. It seems to be like an event with a movie where you've got all this anticipation and all this hype for a comic book, and then but you have to wait a little while for it, and
Yeah.
it kind of I think that certainly helps, especially a smaller creator like myself, to get those books that, to build up that anticipation and everything. So
I mean, I just think it's trippy. Like, I just recently like sent out like a whole bunch of packages for my Kickstarter, and it's like for people to get excited about opening it. I even started putting stickers. The JD recommended I do this, like put stickers, identifying stickers on the box, so that people were like, "Oh shit, it's here!" And it's like already you're building up the excitement. And then they open up the box and they'll go, "Oh my god, look at all this stuff that came with it," and blah blah blah. And it's like, you don't get that excitement going into a comic book shop picking up like, I don't know whatever nonsense is on the shelves right now. So it's like.
Yeah,
Cara puts the flame head sticker on her package.
The fire sticker.
But I was surprised at how people react to just a sticker on the box.
So whenever I see that sticker now, I associate it with Cara because I know that's she puts on her stuff. By the way, Daphne, did your parents say wow?
Yes, he did.
I thought that. I'm like, no one's mouth moved, and someone said wow.
Yeah, that was him. Like, that was him. Yeah, he knows, and he knows when to say it too.
And we should let everyone know we are TVMA DLSV, where the D stands for Daphne's parrot.
Yes, I do have a parrot in the background. Yes, if you hear any weird noises, if you hear like wows, or that's all him. Garbage trucks.
I would like to know how it figured out, because here's the thing. Parrots learn what you teach them.
Yes.
And that wow, that's a deadpan wow. That's sitting in your office while you were reading articles and saying wow. Really?
It could be. Wow. It could be either that. It could be like he's overhearing, because parrots also pick up what like you don't have to teach them directly. They just pick up what they keep hearing.
Yeah.
So either he's getting it from me reading an article or something, or people having a conversation in either the dining room or the living room, is watching TV, because he especially cranks that out when we're all in the living room talking. And then you just go, wow, you just hear that in the background.
He's wearing toddlers.
He's easily impressed.
I dated a bird breeder for a while, and she told me that
she was a hoarder, man.
Yeah. She was a bird hoarder. Yeah.
She was a bird hoarder.
She told me that it was impossible to sell birds. They swear. It would cut the value.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
like down to nothing. Like a $200 bird can drop to like $100 because it swears.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm like, that's the bird I want. Pat Koala says, I'm sorry guys, I'm missing the comments, but he says the challenge of Kickstarter happening so far in advance of the release is keeping the hype throughout the time until they actually get it. I can't tell you how many times I get a package and I'm like, what the F is this? When I open it, finding out it is a Kickstarter I backed 12, 18 months ago. That is true.
The Sniglet word for that is kickstartled.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah, I don't remember where I heard that. I was like kickstartled, and I go, oh, a new vocabulary word.
And I've got people freaking out because my Kickstarter is like running, I want to say like 6 weeks late.
Right.
6 weeks.
Right.
Because my husband and co-creator ended up in the hospital.
Ooh.
So we're like 6 weeks late, and which is comparatively it's not much.
Right. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I mean, my Kickstarter right now is kind of running like, I don't know, like maybe 2-3 weeks late, because I'm waiting. My printer had to get stock, and I'm like, come on.
People don't understand that right now. Like, okay, there is literally no paper in the Southwest.
Right.
It's gone. You are not buying paper to put in that printer. And people think, oh, I have paper right here. And it's like, there's a difference between your 8.5 by 11 ream that you're buying at Office Max and these sheets that are specifically made for what we do. Like their printer is not going to print on that paper, and that paper is not going to fit in your comic book. Like it's a completely different thing. And guess what? We're out. We have nothing. So what do? We actually, our printer, because of all of this, he ran out of a certain foil stock.
Right. That was the same thing with we might be using the same printer, honestly.
I don't think we are. I don't think we are.
Yeah, because my thing was delayed because he said he completely ran out of silver paper stock.
Are you using Hero? I don't think you're using Hero and Villain, are you?
No, I'm not. No, that's not. Okay, so there you go. So
no, we're not. But they are.
But yeah, but foil. But yeah, but it's the foil. Yeah, it's the foil stock that everyone ran out of. Yeah.
So we went, well, they're out of regular paper too. So we went in and looked over like, okay, these are our covers. Let's look at specialty stocks now. So guess what? Everybody is getting an upgrade.
There you go.
My entire campaign is upgrading. They're getting better. They're getting specialty stocks. They're getting shatter. They're getting lava. They're getting magma. They're getting, all these different specialty stocks. And my husband actually, I was like, I don't want you to stop. We will drive to the printer. I will go down across town. I will pick it up for you. So my husband drove across town and went and he left at 7 a.m. to go pick up this so we can keep hustling.
There you go. Yeah.
Our printer works 24/7. He doesn't like, oh, it's 5 o'clock, time to go home. No, like they're always running. And he's like, okay, I've got this many books done right now. And I'm like, I'm going to come get them. We're going to start bagging and boarding.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm not waiting for my entire order. I'm picking up and we're working as we go.
That's really good. That's really good.
Well, I would say in my case with, in terms of like trying to keep the hype and everything, with me, my book is completely finished. So like the artwork, the lettering, everything is done.
Yeah.
So once my campaign is over, I'm going to be going right into production, and it should be going into fulfillment sometime in the fall, like early fall. So there won't be much wait time with mine. So.
And one thing I learned from watching.
Wait. You say that,
yeah.
But do you know that there's a box shortage? You can't get freaking boxes.
Yeah, it's famous last words.
3 times the amount for boxes. So now I'm in the situation. Okay, do I have enough money to buy 500 to 1,000 boxes so that I can get that flat rate shipping and get that price? Where the fuck am I going to put 5,000 boxes? I don't have room for this shit. So, and I'm like, can I share with somebody? I'll take 5. That's not helpful. You don't know. I'm actually debating, just so you know, if you sell prints with your stuff, Costco Business Center sells pizza boxes, and an 18 by 18 pizza box, it's a strong box. And I got the idea because someone was complaining on a group that they got their stuff in a pizza box. It's not like it came from Domino's and it was used, bro.
Right, yeah, for real.
Come brand new box. And the shipping on that is the same as like an 18 by 12. So the shipping's okay. And I debated about doing that because it's one of your cheapest box options. And yes, you can get them from the post office, but you're going to pay $3 to $4 more in shipping, depending on if it's over 10 ounces. So are you sending something light? Geminis are great. I love Geminis. It's a family-owned company. They're good, but you don't know. So never the minute you get cocky and say, I'm going to, that's when the universe will kick you in the ass and make damn sure you know. Oh, really?
Oh, by the way, Gemini Box is one of our sponsors, and we actually have a discount code for Gemini mailers. What is it, Varian?
10% off of your Gemini mailers. Use the code VOLT10 on your way out.
I'm not sure if they make boxes bigger than the standard con box. They can fit a bigger size, but they may want to consider going to something that's like 11 by 17. Because you know what? I just received some original art from Nick Zarado, from the campaign for Shadow Biters, which is Shadow Hunters, I'm sorry, which is a book that Jason Doobie did, and I got the original art that I bought, and I haven't got the book yet. But the original art came 11 by 17, came in a top loader, really protected, but it was in a bubble mailer, and it got to me perfectly fine. It was great, but it's like, man, I wish there was a box for this that would, because we all know some of these postmen do not care.
Oh no, they don't.
Can I get this in the? Can I get this in the box? Yeah, I can. If I just push it in this way, I've seen them. I mean, I got so many of them don't want to. They don't want to bring the box to your doorstep. They want to. you know,
We just want to chuck it over the fence.
Yeah, chuck it over the fence. Can you just put it on my door? I remember I had to chase a postman down because she drove past my house, and I knew my package was coming that day.
Yes.
And I was actually outside, and I seen her drive past, and I'm like, hey. So I jumped in the car and I drove it out. I'm like, hey, do you have a package for me? No. I'm like, yeah. It's like, I'm supposed to be here today. Yeah, I don't want to look at like, I think you're lying. I think you're lying, post lady. But you know, she was. It's funny. You either have really good postmen or really crappy ones. There's no in between.
Mine is lovely. I love my lady. Everyone else is garbage. She's just wonderful.
Yeah, because I had another one who she came as that was years ago. She was a really nice lady, and she says, hey, I had been laid off from work, and so I would get my unemployment check, and she knew when. And she says, hey, she knows the nurse says, hey, your check isn't here. Did you forget to call? I'm like, no. She's like, well, it's not here. And I'm like, oh, well, this is horrible. She actually went back
to her looking out for you.
She went back to the station. She went and found it.
Wow.
She told me it had been over another section just sitting there, and she found it and brought it to me.
That's awesome.
That's so nice.
Yeah. So you best believe when I went to Wizard World Comic-Con, I brought her back a shirt and put it in the mailbox for her. You know, so that when she would open to get my mail, she would see it for her, because I didn't want her to, like, that was really cool of her to do that for me. Also, Carrie, I seen you posted a couple days ago.
About what?
If you don't want to talk about it, but you posted that you were having a problem keeping some of your posts up.
Yes. And it feels terrible, because if you go to a big company, if you go to Walmart, if you go to McDonald's or whatever, go to their page, you know, they can talk about anything that they want. But I had posted a picture of one of my bikini pictures and they pulled it.
Is it Facebook, Twitter?
It's Facebook and Instagram, and they are pulling everything that I post. Pretty much, they're calling it spam. I have had almost 50 posts pulled down, and people are like, "Oh, they're reporting." It's like, no, nobody's reporting me. This is automatic. It's horrible what they're doing to me. And the thing is if I was anybody else, if I looked like anybody else, it would be fine. But because I don't, they're pulling me.
Right, because they're trying to force you to buy advertising.
I am buying advertising. I'm fucking paying them right now. I have two BuZz posts, and I have a BuZz post, I have a paid ad. I am paying them. And most of the time they say no and don't want they're like, no, you can't. No, we can't advertise that. No. And I even had professionals come in and be like, okay, so like I had people that work for like big car companies evaluate my situation. I have one company that won't touch me, and I've got it, and they're like, oh, we don't do that content. What is that content?
You do bikini photos, you do cosplay.
Right. And I'm like,
I mean, when Patreon pulled my pornography, it kind of didn't surprise me, but I mean, but
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans is pivoting away from pornography now too. Now they're dumping all that too. So they made that announcement. They want to go mainstream, so they're pivoting from pornography, which is just one step away from them completely banning once they start, once the credit card companies start shaking, rattling their cage.
Yes, Daphne, we need to have you on. I do a show on Sundays, and I want to talk about this. I do a show on Sundays, a brunch show with women, and one of the things that I've been trying to do is a panel of women talking about, I want Chris on it too, about women in the adult industry. That are not adult, like we're not.
Right. Yeah. Because it's like, because Patreon, because it's like the whole thing with Patreon was that it was an adult. I mean, it's like I had the whole thing marked as adults, it's like, and with Patreon, if you're marked as an adult only account, nobody can find you unless you have a link. So it's not like anybody can just come across your stuff. But they banned me for 2 weeks because, the stuff on your adult site is adult. And I'm like going, I got to get off this platform.
It's the financials. It's the money. So for those of you, do you guys know about Totally Rad Comics?
I've heard of them. Yeah.
Okay, so Totally Rad, they do clown porn. They do like
I've seen
so.
it. Yeah.
And the thing is he and I told him, I'm like, Jim, you need to make sure you pull all your money out of PayPal. And he's like,
Oh no, yeah, exactly.
And guess what? They pulled all his money, and then
Yeah.
Square pulled him, and Etsy pulled him, and every single. And he's like, "Hey, should I use Squarespace?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, you need to open up your own website. Stop this shit."
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know if it's
because
just
also eBay,
like nobody
eBay recently also just did a complete ban
on
on
no adult content.
Yeah.
But
you got
OnlyFans.
I was gonna say that you guys have to make sure too, because PayPal will take your money and hold it for 120 days.
PayPal is not a bank. Do not store your money there.
Yeah.
No. And they're not FDIC insured, nothing.
Right.
So no. But OnlyFans was supposed to be adult content.
Oh no. They're too good for that now. They're trying to they're trying to go public.
Bitch, you taking 20%? You better be allowing people to post whatever they want.
Right.
And
they're pivoting. I posted that article on Twitter going, oh, really? It's like, I'm really tired of platforms that build their foundation on the backs of pornographers and sex workers. And the second they want to go mainstream, we're the ones they push under the bus. I am exhausted of this song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't do adult content except for this is what I do. And I'll tell you. You like if you want people like, oh, do you have any topless? Do you have any nude? Sure do, but it's only on physical products.
Oh, interesting.
You can I do not do digital. So here's the thing, and I did my first one. I want to say a couple years ago. It was like, okay, if I make $30,000 on this calendar, I'm gonna give you a free nude print. And I'm like getting worried. My friend's like, you're worried about the nude. I'm like, no, I'm worried about fulfillment. I'm about being naked. I'm worried about fulfilling this shit. Because guess what? I made over $30,000.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is if 350 people got together to pool their money to give me $30,000 for one nude image, and now you want to take this nude print and you want to take a picture of it and you want to upload it, that's real circle jerky, isn't it?
Right. That's
effort. You worked hard for that. And now you're just gonna like puff pass? No, that's there's some ownership there.
That's real. I never thought of doing that. Just doing adult content as physical media. That's actually pretty smart.
And another thing with OnlyFans, though, there is no privacy. So a friend of mine, someone stole her credit card to use OnlyFans, and OnlyFans they put their name on everything. But I am seeing with the girls, a lot of girls are pissed because they're like, if you have content that is adult content that you shot in a public place, we will pull you. If you cannot be out in the forest doing naked pictures out in the woods, you can't be doing naked pictures, in any place where you could get caught.
What?
I'll tell you guys something else that I discovered about all of those services. I was talking to a young lady about 4 years ago, and she was working through another company, and she went to the bank, and she got a call. She got a call. She had to go to the bank. She got a call from the bank manager. She said, we need to have a meeting. We have to talk to you. Could you come in, please? And she's like, sure. And so you got your checks. You deposited, and they were depositing your name. Where do they come from? And she told the name of the company. Yeah, what type of work do you do for them? And it's like, she's like, well, she knows what she did was, she knows she did nude photography. And the bank manager, who was a woman, was very interested in what type of work it was and wanted to know, tell me, what type of work do you do?
See, that's her problem. She should have said, I'm a drug dealer. That's okay.
Yeah, so she was like, it's just photography.
As long as it's not the weeds.
Yeah. What type of photography work? Like nature? What are you saying, Dang? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that's really none of her business.
yeah. And the girl said she was like, I just do photography, just like, and she lied. She does nature photos, event photos. Oh, okay. Yeah, we were just wondering. Really. And then 2 weeks later, it's the same thing. Come back in. Yeah, they deposit another large check, and we're just, again, it's just a red flag. I have to have you come in here. Yes.
Unless she's depositing checks that's over like $10,000,
No, they won't.
they shouldn't even be talking to her.
Yeah.
What they were
Because
looking at was
my
the
mother
name.
used to work for a remittance company, and those and I mean we're talking about they got audited like every 3 months. You know, because of the amount of money that was coming in and out, and the main red flag was checks over $10,000.
Mhm.
So if they're it's like that's the thing. If they're saying they have to invest, no, they don't. No, they don't.
Yeah.
Unless they have suspicion that she's doing money laundering, $100 at a time. It's like
They just want to, because they see the name,
right,
and they want to know if they can, the name of the company, they know, oh, I think this company does adult material. Because you have to, when you do that type of stuff, you have to, even I think it's important for anybody to get their own high risk gateway. Their own. I know it's expensive. It's $500 a year.
Yeah. Because that was back in the furry fandom days. There was one guy in particular who knew. I mean, he really saw the writing on the wall even back then, and he created his own like server farm and everything just to host furry porn.
You're gonna have to. I mean, And how long before they do it to the comics? How long before this? Because they don't care. They don't like what you're putting in it.
But that's right. Exactly.
And that's why we have our own store.
Yeah.
We opened up our own. We have our own website, our own store. We don't use Shopify. We don't use any of this. And no. But it's funny. I just gave my printer a $10,000 check.
Critical Blast says he works for a bank. They actually can choose not to do business with a business they don't want to associate with.
Yeah, and that's fine, but
yeah,
but no, it's not fine, because a bank should be considered like a utility. Con Ed can't decide that it's like, oh, you sell pornography out of this house, we don't want to be associated with your business. No, it's like that's not what you do. That's not what you do.
Unfortunately, they're like all of the social platforms. They're a corporation, and they can choose who to and not to do business with.
Yeah,
but you know that you're at risk. So someone like that, maybe you take smaller checks. Like, hey, I'm gonna need this check in 2 pieces.
Yeah.
With digital, it's like so much easier for them to get it quickly, but then they take so much money, and I'm sick to death of it. That's why for high orders, I'll just literally write my printer a check, and people don't know what a check is
anymore. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Pat Koala says a financial institution has a fiduciary responsibility to investigate companies that are on a red flag list. I am involved in the compliance and security for an financial institution. That company is on a red flag list for that bank.
That was the same thing with my mother. They had certain companies that were on a certain list, but we're talking about like major money laundering. These are companies who are a little uptight because it's like, oh, you sell pictures of titties.
Cartoon titties.
Cartoon titties. But that shouldn't matter either. It's like it's ridiculous. It's
literally 2 circles and a curved line.
Yeah, right. because what the problem is that this is the slippery slope everybody keeps talking about. Mm-hmm. It's just that nobody wants to come out and protect pornography to save it. Because it's like, okay, today it's pornography. Tomorrow is like, oh, we don't like the look of a certain character you have in your comic. We don't like the message your comic is. I mean, didn't Kickstarter go through this bullshit where it's like they had somebody there who was doing exactly that? Where it's like, oh, we're not going to put your comic on our platform because we don't like it. It's like, you're not a publisher. You shouldn't have it. You're not. You don't have a say in that.
Unfortunately, they do though.
Right. So that's why. Right.
Yeah.
So and then when Varian had brought up that other company that was trying to do a Kickstarter, a comics only Kickstarter, and they said that, the same lady from Kickstarter was now working for them. Yeah. That was enough for me to go, oh, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
So,
it's a mess though. It's a mess.
Yeah.
And the thing is the fans, it's very interesting. They will be like, oh, look, I don't like Kickstarter. Are you selling on Indiegogo? Why don't you buy from me directly?
Right, exactly.
But
Because
they don't
that's
want
the
to buy
other
from me
thing.
directly.
Yeah.
Because it's not about that. It's about their political agenda and supporting one of these two companies over the other.
Right.
And what they're still doing is they're still supporting big corporate. Fuck
Exactly.
Support us.
Yeah.
And I always say, like, look, when you support us, you are supporting families. You're supporting Gemini Mailer, who's a family-owned business. You're supporting our print shops, who are family-owned business. You're paying for, for Hero and Villain's kid to go to hockey.
Yeah.
That's what you're supporting. You're supporting people's livelihood, not big corporate to hide money all over the place so that they can take that money and go make laws keeping you from doing shit you like. If they want pornography to go down, here's a thought: don't buy pornography.
And
right?
So wait. Someone has to keep making it, right? I mean, you keep making it.
Well, unless they're in Texas now. Now in Texas, they just passed a law saying that it's illegal to make pornography. That it's illegal to pay people to have. It's a mess.
Really?
There's a hard line. They're going to have a rough time defining.
Listen, I kind of need it.
I was just reading about that the other day, and it's like, so it's like they're literally trying to make it impossible to like someone had described it as the war on drugs have now turned into the war on sex.
My problem is how am I going to know people are doing now? Well, go ahead, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just I live in Texas. That's the first I'm hearing about that. But
might be depend on like the county or something.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But even when you don't sell porn, people they want to accuse you of it. I had someone come up to my booth in Pittsburgh, and they were like, "Is this porn?"
Oh my god! If I had $1, if I had
my table.
Yeah, really. If I had $1 for everybody who did that, I mean, it's like they're seeing this, and like going, "Is that porn? Is that porn?
You want it to be porn?"
It's like, yeah, exactly. Do you want it to be porn?
Yeah.
I got a book for that, but
well, and people say that they're concerned about Fire Bitch, and for anyone that's read Fire Bitch, it's not porn.
Right.
It is not porn. It's a superhero book.
Yeah, but it has bitch in the title.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
We had talked about actually making it like topless in there, and it's not only some covers, but Fire Bitch is not pornography in any way. But the thing is for you, page 1 is a fight. Turn the page, she's riding a guy, but you don't see anything.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
which, by the way, my favorite scene in that one of the favorite scenes in that book. That took me by surprise. I'm like, okay, whoa, okay.
I really gotta actually hold on. I think I have them. These are the 2 covers that I keep mentioning that always got me in trouble at conventions. Hold on.
Okay.
It's always been a stickler point with the First Amendment as the definition of exactly what pornography is, because it's so liquid to everybody's definition.
Yeah, who was the Supreme Court justice that said I can't define it, but I know it when I see it?
Yeah.
That's
that's just his personal preference, though.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't think I have those anymore. Hold on.
I got it from a porn collection.
No, it's another box.
It's in the box under the table.
It's in the
way
box.
in the back.
It's in a box
upstairs. Yeah, but there's they see these 2 covers that I did. They see them, and it's like, is this pornography? What are you trying to sell my kid? And it's like, you got to be kidding me, right? But I actually have to, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's like, you want it to be porn. Why are you mad at me?
And the last thing that came from Indie Vote Radio, guys, was and this is pretty odd. Creators, as a fellow creator, a pro tip. This is from Anonymous. Don't name your Twitter. Don't name your Twitter handle or your company after your first comic. It will age poorly, and fans will have a hard time finding you.
Well, okay, I guess. I mean, it's always easier to be more generic in terms of your creative output. Sure.
I would suggest you do it all. It's like I wouldn't have your page or anything be named after your first comic unless that the name of your first comic has to do with your company. But what you would do is you have your company outlet, and then each comic, you just have to, it's a spider web. You have to bring it all in together.
Yeah.
So I have cosplay and comics all under everything together, but it all meshes. You know what I mean? So like, I don't have a Fire Bitch page because that's where I will say I have made a lot of errors. So they don't like the word bitch. So if you put the word bitch up, they're going to pop you. But if you put FB, they think you're talking about them because they're that conceited.
Yeah.
And then they pop you because they think that you're talking about them. Right. So I and then, like I said, first page, and someone said, look, the first page you open up Fire Bitch, she's riding somebody, they're going to get the wrong impression. So we've had the success we have despite all of these errors, but it's also kind of like, stick it in your ass.
You know what I call Fire Bitch around the house? I have a cute name. I have a cute name for her.
Uh-oh.
Because I figured, well, okay, FIBI, and since I got a 10-year-old who likes her pizza, I call her Phoebe.
Oh, there you go.
That's cute.
There you go.
Phoebe.
Yeah, and people.
Oh, there you go. That's a chibi version of Fire Bitch. That'd be
Phoebe.
Little Phoebe.
Phoebe the chibi.
We had I could see Funko Pops and everything.
There you go.
I my 10-year-old be like, "Hey, Dad, can I read the original Fire Bitch?" What?
Little bouncy all ages comic. That would be incredible.
So someone tried to sue me, actually. They did at the beginning when we first put out the book. And they were like, I'm going to need your phone number so my lawyer can call you. And I'm like, why? What the fuck are you? And she had a book out called Fire Girl. And she's like, I have this trademark. I'm like, no, let's look up your trademark, hon. You have Steffi Fire Girl trademarked. You do not have Fire Bitch trademark. Let's look up everything else. Fire. You can kiss my ass. And then she's like, well, I'm going to need your number because it looks like, and I'm like, ours isn't even on this planet. We were very nice about it, but I was pissed.
Yeah, no, of course.
So what I did is we pulled up the post and took screenshots of the post from 2012, and we're like, look, ho, I'd hate to have to sue you because we put this out in 2012 and your shit didn't come out until 2016. She shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know that's a great line for a guy though. I'm going to sue you and need your number. Give me your phone number. Give it to me now.
I was just livid. I was like, you know what? Do your research, but why are you going to try to sue me? Like, I didn't steal your stuff. Like, if anything, you stole ours.
The only time that, like I had somebody came up with they start calling their imprint Last Call Comics too, right after me. Like I did mine, then like 6 months later, here they come.
Right.
And but that person put their name in front of it.
Right. Because that's how
you get around it. Like, Marvel doesn't
have to be unique to do.
Yeah, Marvel will put like Marvel's Loki, in front of stuff now, even though they don't care now. They want it all. Like, no, it's all.
Well,
you're right.
But that's also what I was talking about yesterday, that it's like they don't even need to trademark Loki. All they have to do is inundate the cultural consciousness with their version of it. Mm-hmm. So in not even 6 months' time, you say the word Loki, people are not going to say like the god. They're going to say like the TV show, like the Disney Loki, like Tom Hiddleston Loki. That's all they need to do.
Yeah, I was messaging Daphne back and forth about it.
Yeah,
and I know you guys. I don't know if you guys have seen the Ragnarok from Netflix. Netflix series. It's called Ragnarok, and it is basically young Loki and Thor, and they have the brother. Right?
Yeah, they're kind of pushing it, but still though, it's like. It's still an FU to Disney by them doing that, because it's like you can't really trademark Loki. And what are they going to do? Say that they own the trademark to they might technically own Tom Hiddleston's vision as Loki.
Yeah.
But not just any kid with black hair.
Right.
Well, they don't have that.
Disney Disney also tried to copyright Day of the Dead too.
Day of the Dead. They tried to Hakuna Matata, which is an actual word in Swahili that they tried to trademark. I mean, people are concerned about them overstepping their bounds.
But the thing is, like, you gotta admit, this kid here with his Loki
but they're pushing. They're pushing it.
He looks a lot like him.
Oh no! They're doing this on purpose. Even the color of the jacket and everything. Yeah, they're doing that on purpose.
Yeah, and you guys don't even vote radio
whatever they want. They get to do that. So a girlfriend of mine had done a Lady Thor, and she had created a costume based on, you know, like her interpretation.
Right. Yeah.
And it went viral. It did very, very well. And then the Simpsons actually took that and put it in one of their episodes. And she's like, thanks, Simpsons, but what are you going to do about it? They're not going to pay her for her design. They're not going to credit her, nothing. what are you going to do about it? So what she did is I was like, screenshot that and post it out there. Thank you. That's all you can do, because us as little guys, they'll drag you through the mud forever.
Exactly.
I mean, look at what San Diego Comic-Con did with Salt Lake. And Salt Lake screwed up, and now San Diego gets to own Comic-Con. Like, come on.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a whole thing that should have never happened either.
No, it didn't. And Salt Lake handled it very poorly.
Yeah, they did. That's like Marvel and DC trying to claim superheroes and supervillains.
Right.
It's just ludicrous.
Yeah.
I want to look at some of the products we got, but Russ says that series sounds like shit. I'm on episode like 3 or 4 right now.
It's shitty television. That's what it is.
Well, even IDW's had Walt Simonson doing Ragnarok for years.
Right.
Which is his version of the Norse mythology.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for there's a picture of him holding Mjolnir on the cover, and I'm like, when's it? He took a sledgehammer and threw it into the sky. And I'm like, no, that's not good enough for me. It's not good enough for me. Where's this kid gonna get the damn hammer? When he's gonna get it? And they're playing games with me. It does seem like a bad series, but you know, there's so much Norse stuff going on. I got Loki to watch.
Yeah, everyone's cashing in now. I mean, that's what, you know. But the thing is, though, it's kind of funny. It's like it's always the small creators who are always the easiest targets, even for corporations.
Right?
Yeah.
It is.
While
they
we're
like to
looking,
push that weight around.
while we're looking at cashing in, let's look at this one. $3,000 is the goal. Flexible goal. 5 days left.
Yeah.
$2,450.
Oh, you'll definitely make it.
Yeah.
Angels Awakening.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the trailer here for us.
Let's
do it.
Trailer.
The life of a spy isn't as
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you do your video? Did you do your own video?
No, that was done by the folks over at Graded.5. If you haven't checked them out, go ahead, and they got a channel here on YouTube. But yeah, it was one of them, and then Piper, who's one of the hosts of the show, did the voice of Jessica.
You know, I couldn't tell, but now that you said, I can hear it.
Yeah.
Is Cat your Piper?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah.
I can hear him.
She's everywhere now. Yeah.
That was her. Yeah. She has a very distinct voice. So that was her. Yeah. Now, I also think that we need to get somebody on this panel, a brown wig. I know she already has one. This is a cosplay waiting to happen here.
Oh yeah.
Somebody on this panel needs to get in this costume.
So, okay, I would like to discuss that for a moment when you have a chance. So the thing is I get a lot of that, like, oh, you should. Do you go to artists and say, you should draw my character?
Yeah,
no,
they do, actually. They do.
They do.
I want to hire you to do this character. And that's the same way it works with cosplay.
They do. They come to us all the time.
And you're right. And it's just as annoying when they come to us and do that.
Draw my character. Oh, you should hire me to draw your character because that's how this works.
No one hires us. No one hires.
You can just do it really quick. All you're doing is just putting on a wig and dressing up. You know,
just
do it really quick.
Just do it really quick. It's like, no, it's not just do it really quick. Like it's an ordeal.
Yeah. You know what?
To make it look right.
I was told by
Apex Comics, pay me first, then I'll draw it. Like the thing is, and let me tell you, you do not want artists to be like, here's my picture for you, because it's not going to be right. It's not going to have the information that they need to give you an accurate depiction of your universe or your character. Then if you don't want to use it, you didn't use my picture. Like, well, it probably sucked or it didn't have anything to do with it. So I'm putting it out for another campaign. We all have reasons for these things. And then, well, you didn't pay me. Did you ask to be paid or did you just hand me something? So there's a whole bunch of legalities. You always want payment contracts, legal. You want these things covered. It's a thing.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My messenger is like beeping and going crazy. I'm sorry. I was going through. Wow. Okay. My messenger is like all screwed up. Let me see something here.
Standards and practices.
Yeah. I have to see what it is. Let me see here. Yes, I got. My messenger's been acting weird. It does this double beep now, and it echoes. Like it doesn't matter if it's in my headphones or if it's my speakers. It sounds like 3 of them. I thought I had more Facebook like tabs open. There's only one. It's very weird. Let's see here. Let me go through my. Oh, okay. So here. All right. So we got this. Angels Awakening now. Yep. Jessica Sawyer here is your main character.
Yes.
A psychic spy, which is a pretty interesting concept because psychic is scary enough. A psychic spy, it's the last thing we need.
Yeah.
she'll tell everybody. She'll tell everybody all my secrets. Main cover. It's $15. That's this beautiful image here.
Yeah. My Bogdan Digital Art, who's in the he's watching the stream. He's in the chat. He did all the artwork. Did the pencils, inks, colors, everything.
Oh, and I think that it looks really good. I like the use of color. That blue and purple. You know, people say it's going to get overused at some point, but I like the way it clashes against each other.
Blue and purple's going to get overused.
Yeah, they were saying
that. The sky is so. I'm so over this.
Yeah, I know, for real. Yeah.
Grass, green, like whatever. Come up with something
I think it looks good together.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah.
And she's got.
I mean, it's used because it works,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, start throwing. I'm gonna have to figure a way to use it on one of my covers.
Okay, I like this, and I think that a lot of people are super big on covers and they don't care about interiors. But you could like this. This is attractive. I like this. This is enticing. And I like that how the lighting actually, reflects from panel 1 to the other panels onto her outfit, because she is in that environment, even though that environment's not necessarily right on that panel. She's there. So it definitely works. It's good storytelling.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's like I said, Bogdan did an amazing job with the art on this, and and one of the things he really enjoys drawing are action scenes. So there are quite a few action scenes in this book. Yeah. So if you like, and sexy women are your thing, Angels Awakening is the book for you.
You can't have those things.
They're trying not us to not have these things.
Yeah.
We won't go down without a fight. Bonus content includes the Angels Awakening story, essentially a mini art book. This will include an in-depth look at the lore of Angels Awakening, including a universe from the rise of the warring nation states and races, as well as who's a peek at Jessica's gadgets. I've always liked. I remember I had a Batman book that had a look at showed everything in his utility belt.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna do with those pages. Yeah.
Oh, there's your manga cover. There's the chibis.
That's Carla.
Yes. That's Carla's cover. Yeah.
Carla hasn't been on here in a while, but she hasn't been on Indie Vault in a while. But there's that's cool.
Yeah. I'm really happy how that turned out. And that's so one of the perks I'm offering is a pinup poster of Jessica right there. Mm-hmm. Also drawn by Bogdan.
You know what? She looks like a lot like a character that I have coming out in a book. I'm gonna need your phone number.
Oh, what was it that Nita said? Your lawyer can look for my number.
Yeah. So now I like this here, by the way. At 30K, Daniel Parker will perform the Rick dance from Rick and Morty on a live stream.
Yes.
Man, we're gonna 30K. Can't we put that in like $2,456.
Be a bonus level.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, it's funny putting those things up. People start to watch. You're like, man, I hope I don't have to do that. Because it's like Lola has a book. She did a book called Unsolicited. And before you talk about doing unsolicited, which is all the penis pictures she gets sent unsolicited, people just, hey baby, look at this.
She's brilliant.
I told her that you need to make sure that you find a printer who's comfortable printing it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
That's a whole other. That's
Our printer. Tell her to talk to me. My printer will do it. Absolutely.
Well, she had found one, but I told her, I said, and make sure you stay on it, because what they said today could change when you say, hey, I'm uploading things here. So make sure you find one, because you know, that's important. But this Rick and Morty dance, the Rick dance, I think you need to do it anyway. Daniel, as your new agent, I think it's going to do nothing but help you.
Yeah.
Now, Angel's Awakening, you're looking to ship this in September, right?
Yeah, that's the target. Although, you know, obviously anything can happen, but yeah, I'm really aiming for September, largely because I'm going to be moving in October, and I want to get this book out before I move.
Is it done? The art's done? Everything?
Yeah, everything is done. Yeah, it's the artwork's done, lettering's done. Yeah.
I see you got Eric Weathers on the lettering, which means that, you know, the letters are gonna be phenomenal. Because
yeah.
You know, I think, didn't he change his Twitter handle to Eric Letters Everything?
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty much true. He does. He's $15 for the main cover. Ships worldwide. So I've been saying this a lot lately, but let's make him regret that. Let's make him regret shipping worldwide.
There you go.
Come on, Australia. Let's dig into his pocket. Let's make him regret making Angel's Awakening. Getting there and ask for this comic. New Zealand, I don't know you're out there. You know, customs paperwork is not easy. It's start recognizing what information you don't have.
If you use our other sponsor, stamps.com, they do make it easy for you.
They do.
I actually, you know, it's like just for that alone, for the way they handle international customs forms is worth the monthly fee for stamps.com.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was told a long time ago, you don't have to do stamps.com. If you're not selling books every month. And it's like, you know what, just to have it.
Oh, no. It's mad convenient. It really is.
Even for regular mail. Sending stuff out. For regular mail is you know, you can go to our website, indievolt.com, and click on the stamps.com link at the bottom of the page. Yeah. And you can you'll get whatever service, whatever bonus they're offering.
Especially during lockdown. The whole, I mean, I still had to send packages out. Being able to bypass the socially distant line and just dump my boxes there and leave was priceless. Priceless.
Did you now? I've been noticing, and I was talking to someone online, and maybe you could tell me, because I don't know, Daniel. What do you think? Do you think the virgin cover craze is over? I was talking to a guy who says he did virgin covers and they didn't sell.
It looks like in my case, I mean, in terms of the virgin covers, I just looked at it, only 2 people have bought just the virgin cover. Mm-hmm. Most of the virgin covers I've sold so far have been in the bundles. So yeah.
I've had actually, it's like I've found that people like the virgin covers more than they like the foil stuff. Yeah, that was the strange thing. Like at my last campaign, the Eagle Raven one, it was the virgin covers that were the most popular.
I would have thought it would have been like the hollow or the silver cover, but no, it's just not having all that, the logo and stuff, just being able to see the artwork. People wanted that.
Yeah.
I sell everything. I do foil virgin covers. A lot of it, I don't think you can say, people don't want virgin covers.
Right.
Maybe what you have on a virgin cover didn't hit.
Right.
Maybe they just didn't like that piece.
Yeah.
Maybe they, you just don't know. I mean, maybe they wanted something else. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
This is Apex Summons I like virgin covers. They never had sex.
Right.
Yeah.
Pop says depends on what else they are offering. If you have a bunch of stuff, if virgins are one of the few, they sell more. If they are one of many, not so much. Yeah, I would like. I like to put the barcode in front of my book, so I would kind of wonder where the barcode would go. Maybe on the back.
And the back.
Maybe
on the back, yeah.
Yeah. So you got to kind of change stuff up. But yeah, I mean, the fans want it. You definitely want to give it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really, yeah, it's like you don't, it's like you always have to be wary of anybody saying, oh, this doesn't work or this doesn't sell. You always have to look at the context of what they're saying, because it could be, there's a lot of bitter people out there who think that because it doesn't work for them, it's not supposed to work for anybody. So you got to watch out for that. Yeah.
And a lot of times some projects do better with one thing and some projects do better with another.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Now she is she's covered for the most part, head to toe. I mean, she's got a little cleavage window.
Yeah.
But she's covered from head to toe. But she is in a skin tight catsuit.
Yes.
So that's gonna get you it's gonna get you in trouble at some point.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Don't sell that in Texas.
Yeah, are they trying? Have you got any pushback from that yet, or nothing?
I haven't gotten anything. I haven't gotten any pushback on that yet. But I'm thinking it will only be a matter of time.
Isn't it sad that that's something we have to worry about?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's like even my own stuff that you would look at it and go, really, you're concerned about that? And it's like, yeah, because I've already started having people concerned about that. So.
It's ridiculous. I think it's just
Frog G, take care.
Yeah. See you later, Frog.
Bye.
Not now that you brought it. Yeah, it's true. I mean, people do crazy things. Oh, she's wearing a cat suit and she looks like me. I remember
made from real cats.
Yeah. So everything's on this book, the artwork and the lettering, it's all done. And it's ready to go to print. He's got 5 days left. So guys, if you're looking to get this book, and you should be, it's over at Indiegogo. Angels Awakening. $2,455 left to get. He needs $3,000 as a flexible goal. So the book's gonna get printed anyway.
Yeah.
But you need to make sure if you want to help hit that goal of $3,000. It's a couple more backers needed. He's at 67 right now. 81% funded.
Yes.
Go over to Indiegogo and check that out. I'll put the link in the description as well so that you guys have it.
Really need to get that over 100 because that's still a low goal set, and there's no reason this book shouldn't be past their goal.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll check in with it. Okay.
Varian, what's our number?
Our number right now, hold on, give me 1 second to click around and find it. Our number right now is 67,808. 67,808 people listening. Thank you guys for listening.
And where are they listening the most from?
Right now, we have got Germany and Mexico.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which I'll take.
Danke.
Yeah.
if that's what it is, I don't know.
Danke, senor.
Yeah.
All over the place. Kara, could you put the link to your new campaign in the private chat? I'm sorry.
Better still, Danke, amigo.
And I want you all to take a look at this to see what I did to try to bypass some of the censorship issues.
Because I could have sworn I have
to study this.
I have had less problems with this link on Facebook than I have with the usual Kickstarter KCK. They know that K.
Let's see here. So it's the first thing we notice is that it's the Kara Nicole Club.
It's .club.
Yeah.
If it's a .com, they see it as, you're taking people away from my business.
Really?
Oh, good thought.
That's why. Oh.
But it doesn't work without the www.
Right. That's pretty cool. Now this is the 52 card pinup.
Yes.
Just launched.
As if poker wasn't distracting enough.
That's they don't like any reference to gambling.
Right.
No reference.
Yeah, they don't like references to gambling. So, they don't like they don't like poker deck. You can't use certain words.
Wow.
Oh, cheese and rice. This has been so difficult just to try to get out there.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
But I do have holofoil covers. I don't have any virgin. Do I have any virgin covers? I think I do have a virgin cover on this one.
It's here it is. Here it is.
That's the bean cover.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Just go put on your Power Girl suit. That thing's clamped together because the zipper in the back went.
Oh.
Oh, this is a risky one here.
Oh.
This was
It's risque.
So
well, risky in terms of how Kickstarter might, because I could show you the picture that really got me banned from Patreon, and you wouldn't believe it.
I'm gonna guess this was.
When you build your campaign and you go in for approval, you don't put any of this shit on there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah.
Very tricky. I was hoping this is a lot of like this is tape and glue, right? This is to keep everything in place.
There's a little bit of tape in there. Yes, there is some tape.
I think it's also a lot of Photoshop too. I mean, the cards are just not flying around,
right? But what we did is actually we just kept throwing the cards, and then shooting. So it's not like those cards are superimposed. It's numerous images that are, for that purpose.
Yeah, I could imagine like. Okay, let's do it again.
Right. Well, and it's funny because my husband didn't know the name 52 card pickup, and then I'm like. Because I had this idea. He's like, well, why don't you, instead of doing just cards, why don't you turn it into a book? And I'm like, have you heard of the game 52 card pickup? And he's like, no. And then I'm like, oh, well, then my idea is just stupid. Well, it turns out he's from Mexico and they play dominoes. It's like, you don't want to play dominoes with this. Right. And then, so I asked a bunch of other people and everyone every American is like, oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but it made me very self-conscious about this idea because it's like, is everyone going to think it's stupid? Does nobody know? And it's like, oh no, you're just not from this country. So.
Right. Yeah. Because also 52 card pickup is like a prank thing too.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, we're just being mean.
Right. Yeah. And Americans love being mean.
Right.
We're all over your head. That's pick them up now. I think I did to my son like once or twice.
I'll tell you, I did not pick up those cards. We swept them all up.
No. Not with a deck like this, though.
No, not with that deck. But with
absolutely.
the cheapies that we got from the convenience store. Yeah, no.
No,
And all the images are here, and all the images are in the book.
Make it very difficult to play poker.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm keeping these cards.
Yeah.
Here,
But I had like a strategy. So
I'm not done looking.
You guys, did you used to watch like the poker tournaments, especially when Jennifer Tilly was playing? Because so Jennifer Tilly, every time she got on like the poker tournament circuit, there was a shirt. There was these low cut shirts she would always wear. So whenever she was always like this. It was just so funny whenever she was on.
You're leaning over the table. Yeah. I saw a WPT final table that had a woman on there.
Oh
had incredibly low cut top.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like
Very
that
distracting.
was strategy.
Yeah, that was strategy. It was very distracting.
So we named all of the books after different like poker terms.
Okay.
All right.
And that's my Chitara cosplay, which people were very excited about. It did really well. We actually have a music video.
That's really nice.
Yeah,
it's really cool. Yeah.
We can't scroll right now because Varian's probably away from the.
I understand. He's getting coffee, and when you get coffee, you have to go to the bathroom. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
So, but no, this has been a fun project, and I have a music video up where I'm in that costume, and it's a cover of Eye of the Tiger. And and I've got like the staff spinning, and I've got the super speed, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, Mark Holmes says professional female chess players are not allowed to wear low.
I could imagine they caught on. They caught on.
Yeah.
You don't want to drop your pieces down there. Oops. You want your back? Go ahead and get it.
Yeah.
That'd be great. It's for those reasons that I don't play games of skill with Lola, because I actually think she's slick. I told you she got evil eyes at her. We're at there's a comic book store. Well,
Oh,
in
that
Second
picture.
Charles,
Yeah, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Look, there were people being bitchy in the comments too about that. You know,
Yeah,
it's like, damn.
and it was like, and I was making fun of it, like, man,
Yeah.
please don't rest your bobs on the books, because she was trying to go through the books. There's only so far you
And
can
people
go.
took it personal. God.
Yeah, just getting on top of the boxes. That's all.
Yeah. Trying to,
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
turn the long box to the side. Then maybe she might have a better, I don't know.
Yeah.
If the sight offends you, don't look.
Yeah,
Really.
I don't have these boobs for you.
I
Exactly.
never understood that. People will, like, mothers will grab their children's eyes and faces and like
Yeah,
drag them
really.
away. And it's like, and I've said this before. First thing that child ever saw in its life was your vagina, and then you put your boob in its mouth. How am I corrupting your kid?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Not
But,
just
yeah.
that, but if you cover your kid's eyes and turn their head while they're looking, they're just going to want to look
They're
more.
gonna want to
yeah,
look more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with those boobies? Ooh, boobies.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we need to stop making everything so taboo. The thing is, I'm not saying we need people walking around, looking like hookers, but they do, and like, whatever. Stop making it such a big ordeal, and people will stop caring. The thing is when we stop making it an ordeal, people will stop caring, and then people that do it to get attention will stop. They'll feel more comfortable in their own skin, be like, hey, I don't need to wear pasties and a G-string to the Walmart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but then again, it's like most of this is all about, less to do with the actual boobs than it is to do like they're trying to control you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want you existing. It's like that.
But it's
that's
out of their own
Yeah.
insecurity, and they don't understand. That's what makes you ugly, honey.
Yeah.
Not because you don't have the right body or whatever, because women are the ones who decide on that. Men love women as they are. They don't like bitches. Like,
Yep.
you be the beautiful person you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really. Uh-oh.
And it's all in the packaging, You can make yourself look beautiful, you make yourself ugly inside. So it's up to you.
A lot of people are like, "Oh, she's so hot, she's so pretty," and I'm like, "That's one of the ugliest cows I've ever seen."
Right?
Yeah.
Because it's like
they're ugly
she opened
people
her mouth
on the
and she got like a mean attitude and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm quite sexy and mean, though. I mean,
Oh.
just me. Listen, I'm so hot that I can afford to be mean. And no, I'm just kidding.
Varian's too sexy for his show.
That's right. I have to take myself off the show occasionally because I just look like I started getting messages from everyone, men, women.
I know. I need to stop messaging you, Varian.
Yeah.
Send me some bobs.
Yeah. Send me those bobs. The bobs and vagine thing came from, it's all over Facebook, but these guys will send messages to these women. I really, there was a year there where a friend of mine, he was like, Varian, I gotta tell you something, man. I'm like, what? He says, I've been getting free gamer time, free, like, I think it was WoW game credit time, because everyone online thinks I'm a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? He says, I tell people I'm a chick, and these guys give me stuff. They drop loot. They drop all type of stuff. Say they think I'm a chick. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. And he says, and it's really messed up. So he's like, you should try it. This is long.
You should try it.
And so he's like, you should definitely try and see what happens. And I remember he would tell me what these guys would do. And I remember sitting on his messenger one day, and he had to make a messenger for the girl, AIM messenger. And just watching these guys reach out to him, just constantly, it was like, this is sad. And the things these guys would say, hey, sexy, hey, beautiful. He had to go out of town, and I watched his account for a week. And I'm telling you guys, not lying, in a week, I was like, I have a name. Don't call me sweetheart. Don't call me, baby. Don't call me sexy. I have a fucking name. My name is Tiffany. With an eye. Tiffany with a fucking eye. And you guys.
It's interesting, though. Going back, though, to like what we're talking about here, as far as like attractiveness and like what people think and their types. I used to monitor a friend of mine's account, and she does not look anything like me. Like we look nothing alike. First of all, she's black. I'm not. There's that. But we have very different body types. Like she's very full figured, and I'm built like a thermometer. You know, we have and we were getting the exact same messages from the exact same people, and that's a good thing. That goes to show that no, it doesn't matter. Like it's not like, oh, I only like women that look like this. You know,
well, but it also goes to kind of show that it's not personal either.
It's not personal.
It's just literally throw shit on the wall and see what sticks.
Right.
Someone's gonna bite. Now, Carrie, your card says here they got different prices, but
they do. Well, there's different books and then different prices for like. Okay, so this next one is this is a holofoil. This is a holofoil book, so it costs a little bit more because that stock is not cheap.
Yeah.
And clearly, like they don't have any for a while.
Yeah.
So the first thing that we have though is a create your own kind of deal, like deal yourself in. So you start with a deck of cards, and you can go into the add-ons, and you can just pick whatever you want and have your own custom package. So good odds, that was a really good one. Two pair, that was kind of a play on words. That's one of my black cats. That was from my Facebook jail. Those are actually patches that say like Facebook inmate, something along those lines. I did a full photo set on that just based on the look. Ace is Up is actually going to be a jeweled foil edition. So yes, we have it being that one is going to have crystals jeweled into it.
You hear that, Varian? Pretty shiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear shiny covers, I'm like, yeah.
Go shirt.
You're not dressed in a shark costume at all.
I have a shark costume, and I wore it to a con, and it was glorious, and nobody knew it was me. And every time someone wanted me to take a picture with their kid, if I leaned over just a bit, the mouth opened up to like look like it was eating their head.
There you go.
And this is the this is the virgin cover, not a virgin.
Not a virgin cover.
Disclaimer. Yes.
So did you have to like wait until after you were approved to put that image up? So that's
put a lot of these images up. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Now, just so because people are going to ask, censored and the love, the heart, will that be there on the finished one or
only if you want it? Like I'll hook you up. I should make stickers. I should make stickers and put it on the bag. I should make stickers and put it on the bag. That way, you know, like that way, if you want to rebag it, that's fine. But this way you don't have any issues like that. Yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of like a comic book version of those pens from the 70s where you flip it and the swimsuit disappears on the model.
Yeah. Those were cool.
So we've got some package deals with some additional prints. We've got some prints you can get. We've got some foil prints you can get. We got a lot of fun things you can get on there as well. All you can eat buffet comes with some cool stuff as well. Like, we kind of have something for everybody.
Uh-oh.
And then we always add new things.
Velma.
Always a Velma.
Everybody loves Velma. Which I just had to wonder, like, did we pass by the Velma? Is the Velma not in the campaign?
No, the Velma's there.
It's up there.
No. But was it in the lineup?
I don't think it was. I don't think I've seen Velma in the lineup.
I don't remember.
I didn't
seeing
know
it.
I don't remember seeing.
No, she's
Why
not.
is the Velma?
Oh yeah, there's
no.
Yeah.
Did you know these campaigns? There's so many of them. And you're like, did I put everything in there? Oh, but we also have a VIP. We have producer packs. And then we've got some amazing stretch goals. We always do fun stretch goals. I always try to mix it up. The VIP, you get everything, including a medal. This is your VIP and a bottle opener.
Do you have poker chips?
Yes, I do.
There you go.
I do have poker chips, and but they only come in the high roller pack.
Oh, there you go.
And the producer packs get the poker chips, but you can add them on.
Didn't know you did a Harley Quinn. That's cool.
I did, yeah. So you get all of the images and the stretch goals and all that kind of fun stuff. So the producer jackpot.
I just find it funny how it's like, you look at the lineup and you have, like all of these, really, really sexy. And then, but it's the Velma that stands out because she's the only one in the turtleneck.
You know, Velma hurts my soul.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, I looked like Velma. Not new, hot, sexy cosplay Velma, but actual cartoon Scooby-Doo Velma.
Mhm.
I had that haircut and those glasses. And let me tell you, nobody thought I was sexy. They kicked my ass on a daily basis.
Well, times change and tastes change.
Yeah.
Right.
As
I
they
like
go.
Velma better. No, you don't.
Also, grade school and high school suck anyway.
That's very true too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So these are some prints that I have available. The burger one, man, those burger prints really did well. And I have a video of that where it's Bon Jovi's "You Give Love a Bad Name." Kind of like the Carl's.
I thought it was like a Bob's Burger.
No, it's like
Sushi Bob's Burgers.
Yeah, no, it's more like the Carl's Jr. Paris Hilton commercial style.
Yeah.
I'm like slapping the burger on my butt, and yeah, all kinds of fun things like that. And then these are our holofoil prints.
Oh yeah, those are those are gonna look. Oh, the
one with the shiny costume.
The one in the shiny one is gonna look really.
And she's actually a character from an upcoming book. Everything always. And then the pink one actually was from our music video, Social Media Diva.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you can add on the bottle opener.
You know, also I have
a poster.
I have a question. When you do like your graphics,
yes,
because every campaign you do different graphics. About how long does that take you? Because you do a lot of different graphics. So, what, a day or two that you take just designing graphics for your campaign?
So Alfred designs all the graphics. He's got a really great eye, and then it's like, okay, Lisa, here's the template, and then I don't know what it takes her. So these are our stretch goals. We are almost up to our magnet, but we've got some music that has been hit. These are just some examples. We've got some digital download musics that we're going to have. Kara Cash, oversized cards. We made stretch goals, the Old Maid card and the Wild card. So you can play Old Maid and you can have that. One of the songs that we did is called Secret Heart, and it is a cover of a song from Tight Fit, which did not do well for them. And then the Monkees actually put it on their 80s album, Pull It. And I was like, Alfred and I had one of our little home date nights, our COVID date nights where, you don't go out because there's nowhere to go. And, we play music for each other that's from our collection of things that we're into. And he's like, that's your song. Like, we're going to do that. We made it like this whole synthwave thing. It's a lot of fun. So these are some images of prototypes that we had printed. Unfortunately, we can't get more prototypes because our printer is working on Fire Bitch 2 right now.
Captain Marvel looked like that in the movie.
Because they hate you.
Yeah.
And and the thing is with that new haircut, if she doesn't ask for the manager at some point.
Yeah, I know. That's to tell you the truth. Look, to tell you the truth. I mean, it's like aside from that was the one thing that kept me from. I mean, I'm not a fan anyway, but that really kept me from watching that movie. Seeing the poster, and it's like, I saw that face a little too much when I was working retail.
It's so bad, and people are like, I like short hair, but there are cute short haircuts. Yeah. That was not it.
Yeah,
and I just couldn't watch the movie because not even ironically or anything. I just I
think I love you so much.
I'm gonna say something too. It's going to not be popular.
Well,
but
I
don't think it was Bree's fault.
No.
Here's why.
I mean,
I see
her
partially
interviews didn't help. That's
no. Yeah, she has some issues and some views I don't agree with. However, she's done some shit on Saturday Night Live, which has been hysterical. She did a Leslie Gore. If you guys haven't look up Brie Larson rapping. She does Leslie Gore rapping Nicki Minaj, and it is the funniest shit. And she comes across as so charming. It's like, where the fuck was that? Where was that?
Yeah, because I saw some interviews that she was doing during the press junkets, and I don't know if she needs to fire her manager or something, because it's like that was not Yeah, no, yeah.
But this is the Captain Marvel I wanted right here. This is
Well,
Yeah,
that's
same
the
here.
that's the
Same
vivid.
here.
That's
Yeah.
no, you wanted
That's
the
the
vivid
Captain
version
Marvel
of
you're
Captain
never gonna
Marvel.
get though.
Yeah.
Here's a fire bitch and a clapper girl. Is that it? Clapper girl? Is that what they call it?
Flappers.
Flapper girl. Yeah. No, you don't want a clapper girl. That's right. You
Right.
don't want.
No. You
don't
don't
want
want
a
no,
clapper
not that one.
You want a flapper girl, not
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yes.
I got it. It's
One is from the 20s. The other requires antibiotics.
So true. So true. But here we are 100 years later. Let's see, we've got a pandemic, we have prohibition. Have we not learned anything yet?
No, absolutely not.
Here we are, we're starting right over again.
Yeah, absolutely not.
now here we have Miss Marvel and Johnny Depp's wife. No, this is Mira. Now, you are out in the water in this one. Now, I can't swim. It's racially motivated. I can't swim.
Look, I can't swim either. So it's like
I was like, I didn't know it was a thing. People were like, Varian, is it true that black people can't swim? Like we just come in, like we just genetically can't do it. It's like, no, it could be lack of YMCA funding. I don't know.
There's actually some kind of weird historical precedent for that, which I don't think is really appropriate to talk about.
We're
going to talk about that later. I want to know everything.
Swim. We were brought over in boats. Thank you.
But that's a part of it. But that's what I read. I don't know.
Black girls not wanting to get their hair wet.
Yeah.
Well, that's a real thing.
Yeah. You don't get a sister's hair wet. That's really true.
Yeah.
What? She will. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's when I see these black female characters who are aqua care. I'm like, bullshit. That's not how that works. There was not a black person in the writer's room. Here it is. 52 card makeup. Is that a yes, she's
Lady Dimitrescu? Lady Dimitrescu is a card, and I have a music video for Lady Dimitrescu on my YouTube channel as well. And we did a remake of "I Put a Spell on You."
Cool.
Oh.
I got to see that. Yeah. I've been playing the game, and she's been running throughout the house at me, and she's very scary, and I'm scared and turned on at the same time by her.
Well, that just goes to show you that what corporations think you're supposed to be turned on by and what you're actually turned on by are two different things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
you're allowed to be turned on by whatever you want.
Exactly.
Someone told me I like her because have you ever seen a burst the size of your head? I'm like, have you seen my wife? Let me play the video for the 52 card pickup real quick. I think I make the sound playable. Let's see. Do you guys hear that?
I hope you're ready to lay it all down because I have campaigned for you. That's right. Playing cards and a matching pinup book. Who could ask for anything more? Don't gamble with the chance of missing out on this campaign and buy in on this awesome pinup project from your favorite cosplayer, Kara Nicole. Look, I am bringing you this stellar concept, and I think you're gonna love it too. My cosplay on it's the main idea, but make sure you also check out the pinup book featuring 52 images from the cards in comic book form on premium quality. It's a sure bet you're gonna love this beautiful and alluring cosplay content, and I am giving you a few options to get your favorite cover, or better yet, get them. High rollers, welcome. This campaign will also feature exclusive prints, fancy boutique book styles, and incredible never-before-seen add-ons. Go all into the high-stakes world of 52-card pinup, the official cosplay pinup book. Summer 2021 from me, beloved Kara Nicole, the AZ Power Girl.
It's not fair to Kara gets to do her own music and the rest of it
Well, in this day and age, it's you have to do everything yourself.
Yeah. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Well, we put out an entire album for Fire Bitch too,
Mhm.
and all the backers get our CD. There goes my dog's barking again. My apologies.
mine was barking a second ago. I don't know. Is the world ending? Should we worry?
It is. It's the world ending. Absolutely.
Look, I'm just happy that for a change, other people's animals making all the noises.
Birds are loud. My bird is over here like.
Yeah, I'm like, going, oh, that's somebody else's bird. That's actually not mine for a change.
We had 3 birds. 2 of our birds died. They got old, and this guy makes more noise on his own than when we had 3 birds.
Yeah.
Now you know who's really making the noise. Folks, head over to Kickstarter. Check out 52 card pickup from Kara Nicole. She's got 15 days left to go. 212 back. She's already once again crushed her $2,000 goal.
Yeah.
She's way over that. She doesn't worry about that. You're gonna get this card set, and you're going to get it this year. Unlike other campaigns that like Randy's waiting on. He backed 3 years ago, Randy?
Yeah.
I think it's only been 2.5. So
2.5
my
years.
goodness.
Okay, 2.5. 2.5 years ago, we back the campaign, and the artist is finished with the book. The book should have been done.
Oh, he's finished with the book. It's actually at the printers now. Thank goodness.
So there's
Yeah, but that's because the artist got involved with another artist that kept kicking out a book every 3 to 6 months, and apparently he stopped kicking out books. So
Oh, geez.
this guy had time to finally finish his project and get it out to the backers.
I mean, really, people, don't run a Kickstarter if your book is not done.
Yeah.
Really.
I understand that, though. A lot of times people do need the money from the Kickstarter to pay their creators. So it really, I think that you should have enough going on that you can fulfill it or let people know.
Yeah.
Hey, this is where we are. Keep people updated. So in the Fire Bitch 2, they're getting updates all the time. The digital is out.
Yeah. So this is shipping September 2021. Estimated delivery. Couple months, guys. Get over there and pick it up. Kara Nicole's cosplay. 52 card pinup. I think I said pick up last time. Pinup. 52 card pinup.
If
Check
you're
it
into
out.
hot Velmas,
Yeah.
the hot Velma.
I'll also put the link in the description of the video as well after the show. Guys, thank you for coming on. I know we're not quite finished yet, but I did want to tell you guys, both got great campaigns, and of course, Kara, we are eagerly awaiting the announcement of the next Fire Bitch because
Well, our next book that's coming out is called Unstable Frequencies, and it is a horror anthology.
Ooh,
and we have artists on it right now. So the thing is people are like, oh, you made all this money. No, I don't make shit. Okay. This is my coffee cup. What does this tell you?
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. That it's people think that it's oh, you made X amount of money on and it's no, it's we're lucky if we get a fraction of that after we're done.
Yeah,
I'm paying for everything, and then we're using these funds to pay artists and creators and whatnot to get our next book out. I had the idea for Unstable Frequencies, and I wanted to do a horror book, and Alfred had this song that he had the music for 15 years, and then he's it's called Unstable Frequencies. Why don't we name the book that? And it's this really works. And then we've been trying to find lyrics for it. We wrote the song. So the Unstable Frequencies song is on the Fire Bitch soundtrack, but will also be provided with the Unstable Frequencies music as well. We've got some new songs coming up for that one, but this is short stories that are all put into one book, and it's a horror type situation. So and then our hostess from that is also the hostess of my Sunday show, and she was in Fire Bitch, if you remember, the girl with the red hair and the leopard print. Everything always ties into each other,
It's the Kara cinematic universe.
Kara, and I'll ask you this too, Daniel. We always talk about it should your project be able to translate over to another media. It should be a film. Do you have anybody in mind for your character? To be any actress?
For Fire Bitch, no, because the thing is everyone's oh, it makes such a great movie. She's the only human, practically. So you're dealing with a ton of aliens, and we know that that can always go badly. So I would think that Fire Bitch needs to be animated. And that's what we would like to do at some point. I think she would definitely make a great Adult Swim, hint, hint, Cartoon Network, late night, you know, like that realm would do very, very well.
Would you want to do the voice?
No.
No.
I don't think so. I don't know. I would probably interview like a million people, and unless I heard it and it clicked, like, no, do it like this. Yeah. You know, I mean, and people think I'm Fire Bitch. I am not Fire Bitch. Fire Bitch is a compiled of numerous cosplayers that I know and how they treat people, which is not always nice. And, you know, and things that we've experienced. There's always some experiences
you
in
mean
my books.
You mean she's not a self-insert? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm still kind of salty because someone told the wife she was a self-insert in her story, and I'm like,
what the hell is a self-insert?
It's basically when you take yourself.
Basically, it's just you. That the character is you.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, though, it's like I'm kind of wondering. Okay, so what if it is? But you know, but still, though, I don't know. It's just kind of these weird accusations that people like. They just don't want to say they don't like your book, you know, and just call it a day. They want to make up all this garbage
and
about it to kind of like justify it.
Factually, it was completely wrong. The character looks nothing like Lola at all. Lola based the character on another person, not her. Visually, even. Like the character's actions aren't Lola's actions. And she was like, no, you know, the story is things that I've seen happen and things that I know about and some research I did, you know, over exaggerated because people. I tell her, I said, look, people are gonna think that we're into swinging. Yeah, and that's not we're not swingers.
But the thing is that look, if I had $1 for every person who thought I was a goddamn freak because I had a furry porn comic or something out, I mean,
you're a goddamn freak for other reasons, Daphne.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But don't get that twisted.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like people they just want to project their bullshit onto you, and it's like, dude, that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah.
You know.
And how about you, Daniel?
I'm kind of like I like with Kara. I think Angels Awakening will work better as an animated series or an animated property as opposed to live action because I really can't think of too many actresses that could play Jessica, and not just the way she looks, but her personality and everything. I would actually, as far as animated go, I would want it to be something like Netflix's Castlevania series. You know, that sort of style. Yeah.
And it's weird. I've heard a lot more creators say that. That's funny. Creative Cat said that bitch doesn't want to trash my friend, then accidentally dropped her avatar. She did drop her avatar. That was funny. It's like, listen, don't talk about people and then accidentally drop your avatar. You're sitting there like, yeah, that motherfucker's ugly as shit. And you can't do that shit because when you do that, I've heard a lot of creators say though that they do not, they would prefer animated series because, and I was wondering too, is it because it's still when it's animated, one, it can keep a little bit more of the consistency of the comic. I see a lot of animations now actually strive to try to keep the style of the comic. Artistically, you know, the illustration is still there, and then you still get to keep a little bit more control over it. You don't have an actor going out there, the voice actor, but you don't have the actor going out there now demanding more money, doing stupid shit, or taking the role,
or just being associated. You know, it's like you know, like the way people freak out how they still want Robert Downey Jr. to remain Iron Man for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
You know, and the guy is just like, I just want to move on. I just want to do other things. Leave me alone.
And the idea that these actors are now owning your characters is ridiculous because the writers and the people behind the scenes and the artists are the ones that actually created these. Actors are overpaid cosplayers. There, I said it. You know, this actor, do they make their costume? No, they don't do shit. They put on a costume that someone else busted their ass for and made, and they go out and pretend to be a character that someone else wrote. Why do we put them up on pedestals? From what I understand in the UK, and please, if you're in the UK, please tell me what's going on here. I was under the impression actors are not paid like they are in the United States. We put these people up on pedestals. Why? A gorgeous woman that's an actor is going to be revered, and Selma Hayek's posting herself in a bikini, and we're all in support of it, and she's not going to stop. Oh, Kara posted a bikini picture, delete. That's spam.
Right, yeah, that's spam.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, like
because
even,
again, it's you know, where are the easy targets?
Right.
And two, the other thing about actors is that, you know, you put Megan Fox in as Fire Bitch. She does a role for 3 movies, and then she decides on the 3rd movie, yeah, I'm stepping away from the character. Let's kill her.
Yeah, no, like, we can't kill her. It's her. It's my book. It's her.
Like, no, we should definitely kill her in the movie. That way I can step away. Okay, you step away. The character's not dying. We'll recast. It's not a problem. No, I think I should. These actors think they own the roles. It's crazy.
Maybe they, you know what? Here's a thought. How about recasting for every single movie or episode? Think about it. We have different artists come in, right? So, like, if you have like a TV series, let's say that Fire Bitch was a live TV series, live action. Okay, every episode is a new actor.
That could work.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's the reason why Gorillaz was formed as the band, as the virtual band that they are. I forgot that the lead singer of Blur, he wanted to do a band where he could be really, really experimental, but not have to worry about like the main people always changing out. So in the end, that's why he teamed up with Jamie Hewitt to design the Gorillaz. So then that way, it's the cartoon characters never die. The songs change and the people who collaborate change, but the characters, the main singers are always the same.
I think they added a girl now, didn't they?
Well, there was Noodle. Noodle. It's like it's 2D, Russell, Murdoch, and Noodle. They were always it was always the 4 of them.
Yeah.
But it's different musicians, it's different collaborations, and you know, but the Gorillaz are always the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
that's cool. That's well, and everything kind of is like that, but you always have that front man. And it's even hitting voice actors now too. If you remember Ahsoka in Mandalorian, people were outraged because they didn't use the voice actor as the actor.
Yeah, but I've seen Ashley Eckstein. I've seen her, and it's like, no, you wanted Rosario Dawson.
You wanted
no, trust me, you wanted Rosario Dawson.
They should have, you know what though, for her Laku and her tendrils and all that, they should have used Twi'lek Pam. It's really sad when I see Hollywood unable to create the appropriate costume design.
It's true. Yeah, I know, right?
Look at Laku Pam. She's like the hottest thing out there. Her stuff looks so good. You've got someone on Etsy that you can get to do this. And I don't know.
I swear, I'm convinced that's what the porno parodies do. They hire cosplayers because the porno parodies are always suspiciously better.
Yeah, even the storyline. You're like, I remember watching one. I'm like, screw the sex. Wait a minute, what's going on now? How are they going to get out of this? Oh well, and then they always get out about screwing. You're like, why didn't I see that coming? You know, I hit him with the old Daphne. Oh, that old gag.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how they did. But yeah, you guys are right. But I think the reason why they sometimes don't go to those people, I think it has something to do with like union, like contracts.
Probably, most likely,
they can't go, even though they might want to. They can get someone involved beforehand. Like it was one cosplayer, I forget her name right now. Wasn't it Riddle? Was it? No, it was another girl.
It was Riddle. Riddle works for Marvel now.
Yeah, there was another one though for the Half-Life. I think was it Half-Life, or I think it was the Half-Life movie where they got her involved as a correspondent or as a collaborator, so they could have her help with the design. The movie hasn't come out yet. The movie hasn't even gone to production, I don't believe, but they got her involved and they wanted to hear her, her opinions on the costume because she did really good work, out of her garage. Yeah, guys, we'll start with finding where people can reach out to you. We'll start with Kara. Kara, how can people reach out to you and bother you on social media?
You can find me everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Patreon, OnlyFans, at AZ Power Girl. You can find me on YouTube as the AZ Power Girl. Take a look at all my music videos. I've got plenty of costume and not costume music videos. And you can find me on Kickstarter under 52 card pinup.
Cool. Mr. Daniel Parker. No relation to Peter, correct?
No relation to Peter.
That guy.
Yeah. So you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Daniel_Parker63. I'm also on Instagram, dparker6385. And I'm also here on YouTube. Just look for that avatar there. And that is my YouTube channel.
Cool. I'm going to go subscribe to it as well. Miss, I said it yesterday. Miss Lage?
Yeah, I know, right? No, for real.
Anybody like Miss Lage?
Ha.
Lage.
It's Lage, rhymes with rage.
Yeah. No, but no, there was another way. There's the proper way is Lage.
Well, it's Lage if you're in Spain. Yes, because
Okay.
that's where I'm from, and that's originally how it's pronounced.
Yeah. So it has this like really like professional and sophisticated way of saying it. And then
yeah, but nobody can say that here.
You can never say Lage. It's like, come on,
Lage,
man.
It's German,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Where can people find you at?
Well, you can head over to my main portfolio site, egoworks.com, EGOWRKS, where you can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites. But I mostly post to Facebook if you are into seeing sketches and current work in progress, and the occasional rant and shit post. You can also read the first 5 issues of Ego Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn in its original black and white format. But if you prefer your fantasy to be more of a Lord of the Rings type, you can go to Tall Tales, TALSonline.com, and read the first 20 issues of Tall Tales for free. And don't forget to sign up for our monthly newsletter because we have hella campaigns coming up. I'm going to be making an announcement soon as to the next actually the last campaigns for the year. So sign up so you don't miss out on anything.
The last campaign for the year.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
It's just 3. No. For me, well, if JD's involved, yeah, there's going to be more. But
okay.
for my campaign, it's just 3 more till the end of the year. JD is going to have probably another 17.
Perpetual. Yeah.
Like if you guys don't have a campaign out, something's wrong. I'm like,
right? No. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm used to every other month getting a package from you guys.
Yeah.
And if I don't get them, like, did I miss something? It's like it's almost like a subscription box at this point.
Almost. Yeah.
Mr. Zimm.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter under Randy Zimmerman. You can find me on, or not Twitter. You can find me under Randy Zimm on Twitter. Find me on Facebook under Randy Zimmerman. But you can find Arrow Comics 4.0 through Linktree on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook and YouTube. Where we're hoping to have some more content up. Hopefully this next week we'll get something up there. And look for Arrow Comics 4.0 coming from Liberty Distribution beginning in August. That's ledg.us.
LEDG.
And I'll be back on Sunday for Sunday Funnies at 9 a.m. Daphne too, probably, and maybe Varian if he's up and around. And we'll talk about the more light and whimsical side of funny books. Glenn Fleming, I believe, will be joining us along with Charles Santino. I'm hoping. And one of them.
No, maybe.
Yeah, maybe no. Yes, maybe no. And I really want to do a show sometime soon with a group of these guys like Glenn and Charles and Brian K. Moritz, so that we can talk about packaging. And different formats for comics back in the in past and present. So, really looking forward to that. And then we'll be back Sunday evening with a special issues edition, a special edition of special issues. Called Unearthing Terraform.
Yeah, I'll be there. By the way, I was just amazed at everyone.
Which is it's got some lessons in there for everyone to learn from, and we're going to invite everybody to listen in and hear the the scary truth about doing a comic company.
I'm sorry. I was still lost about Randy's actually planning on doing a show for a bunch of guys sitting around talking about the packages. I'm sorry.
Not their packages, about packaging comics and formats. Yeah.
Hey, I'm down.
That's a whole different show for a
I
different
was
channel.
ready. I am like a big loudmouth when it comes to like the business side of things. I love talking about all those things, legalities and boxes and packaging and editing and all.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of it's very even like to learn about like how companies back in the day did certain things, like, oh, you could do that, that, can we still do that? You know, it's like
Exactly. How come we're not doing that still? That
right? Yeah.
Yep.
And of course, guys, I'm Varian Grant. I'll be back here
Sunday night.
Yeah, I'll be back Sunday night,
9 p.m.
At 9 p.m. guaranteed for the Unearth, the story of Terraform Comics, which is I was told, hey, you got to be here, and I will be there. And we're going to talk about, what happened to the company I was once a founding member of. And it's going to be an eye-opening show, I think. I'm looking forward to it. And then, of course, I'll be here as well on I'll probably make an appearance on BrEaKfAsT if I'm there.
Then you'll definitely won't make it for Sunday.
I won't make it for Sunday morning at all. No. It's funny.
We'll see.
I just run the board, but you guys don't understand. I have the aftercare. Because if Lola gets drunk, someone has to make sure she's okay.
Somebody has to hold her hair back.
Well, I will be on BrEaKfAsT on Saturday. So we're pitching my book, I believe, right?
Yep.
So
yeah.
Great one. You want to see me and Lola. I think Lola would be a wonderful, fun drinking buddy, but only to that point before we both end up crying and sick.
Yeah. You guys have a great.
Well, and then Varian and I will be back on Tuesday night, 9 p.m. for the Livewire program, and then again Wednesdays for Geekgasm. Lola, Varian, Daphne, whoever else that they can get together, and then we'll be back again next Thursday at 9 a.m. for the Breakfast Buzz. So
we'll be there.
Stay tuned for that. Yeah,
we'll see you guys. I'm gonna take us out of here, Randy.
Take us out.
You guys stay safe. Have a great weekend.
Stay healthy.
Yeah. Try to leave this industry a better place than you find it. And Daphne,
please
tell them.
It's like buy independent comics, especially ours.
See you guys later. Here we go. Take us out.
Take care.
All right.
We'll see you.
Bye.
Yay!
Yay!
Think about what you've accomplished.